Imagine you're standing on the edge of a battlefield, knowing your army is vastly outnumbered. The odds are against you. Defeat seems certain, and giving up feels like the only option. But what if, in that moment, a single decision could change everything? What if the power to win was not in the strength of your army, but in the strength of your mind? In today's video, we're going to explore an incredible story that shows how positivity and unwavering belief can change the course of your life, even when the odds are stacked against you. So, hello and welcome to Way to Enlightenment. Stay with us, because what happens next might just change the way you approach every challenge in your life. A long time ago, in a land divided by war, two kingdoms were on the brink of battle. The large kingdom was powerful, boasting a massive army with the latest weapons and seasoned generals. The smaller kingdom, in contrast, was struggling. Their resources were scarce, their soldiers were few, and their weapons were outdated. The shadow of defeat loomed large. The generals of the small kingdom gathered in the palace, their faces etched with fear. They had no confidence in their ability to win and advised the king to surrender without a fight. "Our army is too small," they said. "We cannot stand against such a mighty force. It would be better to accept defeat now than face complete destruction." The king, although brave, felt the weight of their words. But deep down, he was not ready to surrender. He knew that if you give up without trying, you have already lost. Determined to find a way, he left the palace and sought out a monk who lived in a quiet village on the outskirts of his kingdom. This monk was known for his wisdom, and the king believed he might hold the answer to this seemingly impossible situation. When the king met the monk, he poured out his heart, expressing his fears and the hopelessness of his situation. The monk listened patiently, his face calm and thoughtful. After a long silence, he spoke, "Your Majesty, make me the commander of your army." The king was stunned. "But master, you are a monk, not a warrior. You don't know how to fight a battle. How can you lead an army?" The monk simply smiled and replied, "Trust me, sometimes the greatest battles are not won with swords and shields, but with faith and belief." Despite his reservations, the king agreed, driven by his faith in the monk's wisdom. When the soldiers heard that the monk would lead them into battle, they were filled with fear and doubt. How could a monk, who had never seen a battlefield, lead them to victory? The whispers of doubt spread like wildfire, and morale was at an all-time low. But the monk, with unwavering confidence, assured them, "Victory is within our reach. You just need to believe." As the army marched toward the battlefield, they passed a small ancient temple. The monk stopped the troops and said, "Before we go into battle, let us ask the Almighty whether we are destined to win. If we receive a sign of victory, we will fight with all our might, but if not, we will turn back and save our lives." The soldiers, filled with anxiety, gathered around the temple. The monk took out a coin and addressed the troops. "I will toss this coin. If it lands heads up, it means victory is ours, and we will fight without fear. If it lands tails up, we will retreat." Everyone held their breath as the monk tossed the coin high into the air. The coin spun, reflecting the sun, and when it landed, it was heads. The soldiers erupted in cheers. The monk declared, "The Almighty has given us a sign. Victory is certain. Let us fight without fear or doubt." This one moment changed everything. The soldiers, who were once fearful and reluctant, were now filled with hope and determination. They charged into battle, fighting with a level of bravery and energy they never knew they had. The battle that followed was intense. The larger kingdom's army was fierce, and at first, the smaller army struggled. But the belief that they were destined to win kept them going. They fought with everything they had, each soldier pushing beyond his limits. As the battle raged on, something incredible happened. The soldiers of the small kingdom started gaining ground. They fought not just with weapons, but with the unbreakable belief that they could win. Slowly but surely, the tide of the battle turned. The larger army, confused and overwhelmed by the relentless spirit of their enemies, began to falter. Victory was finally theirs. The impossible had happened. The small kingdom had defeated the mightier force. The soldiers rejoiced, chanting praises and celebrating what seemed like a miracle. On their way back, the monk led them back to the temple to thank the Almighty for their victory. The soldiers were grateful, attributing their win to the sign they had received before the battle. But the monk had one more lesson to teach. He took out the coin and showed it to the soldiers. To their surprise, they realized it was a double-headed coin. It could never land on tails. The monk said, "This coin was never going to decide your fate. Your belief did. You won this battle because you believed you could. It was not the Almighty or luck that won this day. It was your own self-belief." The soldiers were stunned. They realized that the monk had played a clever trick, but it was a trick that saved them. The monk continued, "In life, the greatest battles are won not by the strongest or the most skilled, but by those who refuse to give up and believe in themselves. You all had the power within you from the start. All I did was make you see it." This powerful story teaches us that battles are often fought in the mind before they are fought on the battlefield. Positive thinking and self-belief can empower us to overcome challenges that seem impossible. It is not just about having the right skills. It's about having the right mindset. In our lives, we face countless obstacles that seem insurmountable. We may feel outnumbered by difficulties, just like the small kingdom faced a larger army. But when we believe in ourselves and stay positive, we can find the strength to fight on, no matter the odds. So, remember, no matter what you're going through, always keep a positive mindset. Be the person who sees possibilities where others see problems. Be the one who believes in the power of hope, even when the situation seems hopeless. Let this story remind you that you are more powerful than you think. Stay positive, keep believing in yourself, and never let doubt decide your fate. If this story inspired you, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs a little encouragement, and subscribe to our channel for more motivational content. Drop a comment below about a time when your positive thinking helped you overcome a challenge, and let's inspire each other. Remember, life is a battlefield, but with the right mindset, you can win any war. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.